today, guys. I am so nervous that I feel like throwing up. Um, yeah, I've never interviewed Sebastian before, nor Miccolo. Yeah, exciting conversation. And I love Alpha Season 5's theme. Who doesn't love Jurassic Park, really? It's everything. So just gonna wait until Miccolo is here, and hopefully Sebastian will join in soon. Yep. So before we start, guys, I just wanna remind everyone that for today, we will give out 5 prizes for 5 winners. So if you have the best questions, you can win these prizes. You can win 250 cents and 5 Alpha Pass. So each winner can get 1 Alpha Pass plus 50 cents. That is amazing. Yeah. All right. Is Piccolo here? Let me just check really quickly. Okay, hello, hello for those who just joined in. Just waiting for Miccolo here and also Sebastian. So again, for you who just joined, please make sure that you have your questions ready because you can get a chance to win 1 Alpha Pass and 50 cent. All right, to give like the best questions to us tonight. You can see the comment section below. Just drop all your questions there and get a chance to win 1 Alpha Pass and 50 cent. And then Miccolo is here. Can we bring him up as a speaker? Awesome. Indonesia and Philippines represent. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. All right. Can accept Miccolo, please. Thank you. All right, here we go. Hey, Miccolo.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Kuya?
I'm good, I'm good. How are you, Vince? Ka?
I am good as well. Excited to have a discussion with you tonight.
Yeah, same here, same here. I'm so excited. I'm playing a
Yeah.
game.
Oh, really? Is it the Jurassic World experience?
Yeah.
Of course, of course. So, Nicolo, I heard that you are going to help with a little bit of translation because I saw a lot of questions in Tagalog, and of course, I cannot read it. So, I will need your help later on, okay?
Sure, no problem. Got you.
All right, so I think we're still waiting for Sebastian to come in, but Nicolo, I want to ask a little bit regarding you actually. So, you become Sandbox ambassador for PH, and how does that happen actually? I'm very curious.
It's pretty surreal until now. I can't believe it because I started playing the Sandbox since the pandemic. I think I started
Yeah.
playing during Alpha Season 2, I remember.
Right.
And yeah, just uh, got active in the community, shared a lot of content as well on how to play the sandbox, what are the opportunities inside the sandbox, and the rest is history. I'm here as an ambassador, and I'm grateful.
Awesome. Of course, of course. That's awesome, man. Great story. And well, there you go. You were playing Alpha Season 2, and now we're in Alpha Season 5, and you're the ambassador. That is awesome.
Yeah, and there's a lot of updates already from season two. That's why I'm so excited to share it
Yeah,
with us.
there are a lot of questions that I want to ask actually regarding Alpha Season 5 because there are a lot of experiences unlocked. It's a great collaboration with Jurassic World. Can you imagine? This is
Yeah.
surprise. Yeah. So we're just waiting for Seb here. But yeah, Miccolo, how is it so far? You've been playing Alpha Season 5. What do you think of it so far? Do you have your thoughts?
Uh, my favorite experience as of now is the Jurassic Park because you can play it
Mm.
all day because
Yeah.
yeah, just evolve your dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's great. It's an
Really cool
amazing concept,
experience.
honestly. Well done. To
Yeah, yeah,
Sandbox
yeah, yeah.
team, kudos. Oh, I think Sebastian is here. Hey Sebastian, can you hear us?
Hello everyone, yes, I can hear you just fine.
Awesome. Hi Sebastian. So great to
How
have
are
you
you?
here. Good,
Yes, I let
good.
the room get warm up a little bit.
Yep, yep.
How
We're
are
just
things?
waiting for more people to come in. Everything's great, especially with Alpha Season 5 happening. How about you?
I'm great, thank you. I just arrived somewhere in Vancouver in Canada, so a big time difference here. It's just 6 a.m. in the morning, but I'm happy to join you all and let's get kick off the week with this anime about the season 5. We're just entering the second week of it. It's quite an exciting time to share with our community. I was
Oh.
hearing Miccolo was playing actually since season 2. It's like 3 years already, so he's like a real OG.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been a long way for Miccolo, and it's so great to have him here as an ambassador for Philippines. So, Sebastian, before we get into the questions, I just want to remind everyone. So, for everyone who have questions, please do drop your questions because we have a giveaway for today for 5 winners. You can get a chance to win one Alpha Pass and also 50 Cent. All right, let's get into the questions. So, Sebastian, welcome. I've been dying to ask, what can we expect from Alpha Season 5? The key takeaways, the reward, and also the improvement, most importantly. Yeah.
So I think, like, first thing that everyone can expect from season 5 is just fun. It's a great moment for the community to enjoy coming back into the metaverse and exploring for the next 6 weeks, for now 5 weeks, but 6 weeks in total. Um, Over 44 experiences featuring some of the top brands and enjoying some of the new features and abilities that have been introduced with new release of the game maker and game client 011. Last year, the season 4 was the best time of the year. In November and December, for 10 weeks, we had over 580,000 unique players breaking all records. And what we decided is, like, instead of waiting and doing only one season a year, like, let's accelerate and let's go for 3 to 4 seasons this year. This is what we did. And as promised, within the first quarter, we launched season 5. It's been already a week. The major brand that everyone could explore is Jurassic World, that kicked off the season with a lot of new features. So anyone who already played could discover that they can play with the dinosaurs and collect or own eggs as NFTs that they can um, breed or upgrade with their experience points. So collect a great collection of 12 dinosaurs so far, and we hope to bring maybe more in the future. So some surprise might come here. They also can see, like, all the great improvement in terms of performance and graphic with the new client. And 3 new abilities. One that I personally enjoy a lot, which is flying, double jump, and air dance. Those abilities are triggered by wearing specific equipment. For now, those are equipment selected for the season, but you can imagine a near future that those equipment, any creator can add those abilities as well to their own equipment for their own experience. So that can be super fun to have like our creators make this kind of content. We also introduce a new kind of races. We call them like time trial parcours. And instead of competing for like the best score on the leaderboard, people are competing for essentially like they just need to improve themselves over their own time to reach a certain score range between like bronze, silver, and gold, and that unlocks for them more EP rewards. So it's still like, even if it's like parkour game multiplayer, it still hold these fun and enjoyable moments that let's play together. We're not here one person versus another to in a way capture the rewards from another players by having the best score. So we learned from season 3, we learned from Bocuse trials to improve on that aspect for the community, and we integrated a lot of the feedback from the community. And in terms of rewards, there is definitely a lot of sand for every players once they own the alpha pass and they unlock in the battle pass their different progression. We bring, as usual, many NFTs and collectibles for the participants for free and only accessible for the alpha pass owners. If you own certain NFT, you get access to new areas and new quests. We call them premium quests on certain maps, which allows you to unlock even more ethos points. So basically, and increase your progression and your chance to win the top prize. And I think this was over, I don't have the exact same number in mind, but there was over $1 million in prize to be distributed among participants. So let's see. I feel like that will be 5 more weeks of fun for everybody to enjoy with great rewards ahead.
Yes, I don't want it to end actually, but it has to end, and we have to welcome another season, right? Sebastian, you dropped some alphas there, and also congratulations on Alpha Season 4. It was a blast, and I think everyone is excited for Alpha Season 5. Most probably because of the new features. I love the flying part. It is still the best. Miccolo, maybe you have any questions for Sebastian or anything you want to add in?
Oh yeah, I have here one question from the Filipino community. Um,
Are you translating them?
yeah. Yeah, it's in Tagalog. It's in Tagalog. Wait. Oh, this is a cool one. Okay, I'll translate it. There are many players with low-end PCs, but they still want to experience the world of the
Mm.
Sandbox. Will you improve game optimization so that these kinds of players can play? Because even on mid-range PC, the game can still lag.
Mhm. Okay.
So yes, I feel like we've done major improvements. Still, if you compare the previous version versus the new version, like we still bounded by the engine, which is Unity, but the loading time overall with the new, we introduced a new launcher. It downloads everything, and then you can load much faster everything and get almost in 30 seconds or less from one experience to another. There's also many options as well where you can adjust your graphic quality in any case. I think so you can choose not only the resolution but also like the quality of the graphics, the shadows effect and other things. So it's more you have more customization, and hopefully if you have a computer that's like at least 3 to 4 years old or more recent, it should hold very well. You still need a graphic card, and we're testing. You need at least some, um, yeah, to some change. But we'll keep improving. So maybe if you have specific on what's your hardware here, you can send a message to our QA team, and we'll check afterwards.
Perfect. Actually, that's one thing. What I like about the recent updates, the launcher. It's pretty easy to download the new updates. Not like before that you have to download the Sandbox player, right? And yeah, I think yeah, you can send in to our Filipino community. You can send in your specs. I can help you as well on that, on how to optimize your game and have your game experience more fluent. Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep. Thank you so much. So, Sebastian, I want to just like pull it back a little bit. Since the teaser, the egg hunting has been like we have snippets about the egg hunting and then like the eggs cracking, and we have a question about that from the community. So someone from Lopu said, "What inspired the dinosaur and egg hunting theme for Alpha Season 5? And how did the team come up with the concept?" Okay, this is interesting.
That's a great question. I think it came out, like one of the feature we launched beside like having avatars in Sandbox is having this NFTs that you own and allows you to transform an avatar. And we've seen a few of those avatar transformation, and we were wondering, okay, what else can we do other than like avatar transformation featuring the dinosaurs? Because dinosaurs, like, you're not going to turn every human into a dinosaur specifically. It doesn't fit as well with the storytelling of the IP. What we can do is we can have like collectible equipment um, with this IP, and so we went back to the drawing board. We thought and we said, look, like what people enjoy is collecting resource, collecting things as they progress, and prove that
Yeah.
from their gameplay they have unlocked like very rare and legendary content. Here in this case, the T-Rex. And since we've all
Yeah.
been kids, I'm pretty sure every one of us have some dinosaurs uh, figurines, favorite dinosaurs toys. If you're young enough, you have like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World
Yeah.
toys. And we love to
Yeah.
collect them. We love to create our virtual park with them. And this kind of
Mm.
like Dino Park idea is something we wanted to bring in a metaverse. And so it
Mm.
kind of came quite naturally to this idea like, you know what, let's allow people to collect all sorts of dinosaurs, but instead of collecting them in their final form and just buy the end result in a way like the most evolved creator, let them enjoy the process to grow them through from, I would say, egg, so baby, towards like adult version.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Jurassic World is amazing. We were just talking, me and Miccolo before you came in. This theme is like a nostalgia for everyone. And of course, collections, right? I know Miccolo is collecting a lot of action figures right now. So this is a great, great feature to have in Sandbox. So, Sebastian, again, regarding the community, right? What behavior from the community excites you the most during the season and also off the season? Mm.
And during the season, now, like for me, I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of flying. Can I feel like it's my childhood dream that came true? Like, I believe I always dream somehow like I can swim in the sky and fly around and take my time to explore. And here with the season now, like introduce this jetpack like ability where you can like not only fly vertically but in any direction, and you can even like speed fly with the shift key, and like then it leaves this white smoke behind you. And when you're in a hub and you see all those people trying to go up or on those different timeout trials experience we already released free with the flying ability, and you see them progress through obstacles, I feel like wow, it really gives a new way to engage and play in the metaverse, and it brings a lot of fun. So in a
Yeah.
way, I even regret that we didn't had that before. I can
It's
already
okay.
imagine playing with it now from forever on. So it's going to come
Yeah.
back, obviously, and
Yeah.
now that we have this, we'll have many more abilities as well. So prepare
Mm.
for more for upgrades for your avatar in different ways.
Yeah, yeah, it's better late than never, right? So it's good, it's good. And the flying feature is amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that. Okay, so speaking of like next step, um, someone someone asked, Alpha season 5 is different from 4 seasons, and Alpha season 6 is is planned. When will it be bigger than season 5? Wow, we are already in season 6. We are in season 5, guys. The excitement. Yeah. So, Sebastian, will it be bigger than season 5? Wow. There you go.
Well, it depends in what sense bigger. Like you don't like. We
Mm,
also are being careful that what's the right amount of content that a season should feature for
mm,
like not creating player fatigue. Because at the end of the day, what we are asking players is to commit their time to come and explore all those different experiences, complete some of the quests, progress. So we are trying to have like a progression curve that's fair
mm,
enough for every beginner, but also hard enough for advanced players. So they have
mm,
enough EPs for earning prices. And well, like we want people to be able to play less 1 hour a day, not so much more, in order to complete 50 to 70% of the season if they do that over the next 6 weeks and still earn the reward. And we
yeah.
calculated then the reward based on like that commitment of like how much per hour of playtime does that convert to, and is it still fair and fun in our design? So that's all the thinking that comes. And if we want to launch 3 seasons this year, I don't want to put also too much pressure on team. I think like 6 weeks is a good it's a good middle ground versus 10
Mm,
weeks. And let's see if your feedback will tell us if we did right. If you wanted
mm.
more content, less content, shorter in time, longer in time. I feel like that's it. That's what will tell us where to go next.
Yeah, awesome. So, talking about the community, someone asked regarding new players, because we are expecting a lot of new players, and especially in Alpha Season 5. How do you plan to attract new players into the game and make the entire wallet experience easier for them? Yeah.
Well, it starts with a great onboarding and tutorial. So, like the hub is here to guide the player step by step. There is a dedicated tutorial experience as well where they can learn all the different skills. It's also reviewing that each experience like always guides the players through like what are the main quests, how they putting reminders around the controls, around like how to activate fly, how to access your inventory, and a few other things, so they feel like they are not alone and trying to figure out like what's next, where should I go next, what should I do, and so on. This was one of the previous feedback we received. We were leaving a little bit the players too much by themselves to figure out, and it was less accessible to the new players. Um, yeah, making everything intuitive, like in the map, in the
Yeah.
design of the map. Uh,
Yeah.
Removing unnecessary visual elements that make the map heavier to load and like doesn't add value to the gameplay or the guiding of the player, and a lot of like game design principle as well to improve.
Mm,
I feel like from the ratings of the experiences, like the overall, like people can feel those improvements as well. So we take into account as well the rating of every experience. We are reactive if there's specific issues as well found by our players, and we work with partners like W3GG as well for like being onboarding of new players, being ambassadors, creating streaming, players metaverse more easily.
yes, yes, obviously. Thank you so much, Seb, for that. Miccolo, do you have any questions from the Filipino team, from everyone here in the comment section that you want to ask Sebastian? Go ahead, Kuya. Anyone? Not yet? Okay. I have a question then. Um, Sebastian, speaking of newcomers as well, right? Someone asked here, NFT is a very important cryptocurrency scheme for blockchain and entity combinations. However, the more important significance of NFT is not yet understood by most people. So, how can you explain this? Someone asked this in the comment section. Yeah.
I think it's a great question. We're trying
Yeah.
to like make um to always it, I don't know if we mentioned a lot NFT actually. We talk about the Sun token, we talk about avatars, we talk about digital collectibles first. At the end of the day, like we're here to bring great content so people can experience what true digital ownership means without necessarily having to wonder about the technology underlying. So that means like you don't need to understand what NFT means at the end of the day. You can come and play Sandbox without a wallet, then get your first NFT or digital collectible, and then benefit from that ownership by unlocking specific quest or content and earning your first sand on us as well. Ultimately, fun is what we're aiming for, first of all, um, and empowering players through digital ownership shouldn't come with a lot of technical baggage. Now, what is an NFT per se? It's a digital asset. So any kind of virtual content that exists on the blockchain and can be owned by the player so that in the end they can decide to transfer it to any other user
Mhm.
or even sell it on the marketplace without the permission of the developer. So here
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yep. And also, someone asked, is your project suitable to those who are willing to invest with small amount, or are you only for elite investors? Wow, this is a question for Seb and Miccolo as well, please. Maybe Sebastian, you can go first.
I think Sandbox has done a great job at like bringing a lot of new users to the metaverse. Like we have 6.3 million accounts with a wallet. Last year we grew plus 1 million. 50% of users are first-time users who are coming to Web3 for the first time. We're giving them NFT. We're giving them some sand so they can participate and join. So on the contrary, like what's important for us, like prove like the matter of two digital ownership is we prefer to have a lot of people who have one sand and then 10 sand and then they play and maybe one day they will have 100 sand and they decide to sell maybe a little portion of it or to spend it back into the game and continue to participate into the metaverse and
Yeah.
the creator economy, rather than having users who like acquire a lot of sand but don't engage. So
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely different type of audience, but clearly even the one that's and because Sandbox has been established for more than 5 years now, and the
Yeah.
Sand token is there, it's listed on all major exchanges. All the supplies in circulation. There is no more investor who are going to sell their whatever amount that they might have. Like this is you can see that on the chain transparently with the token release schedule. It was the last period a few months back. We really are seeing now the true potential of like a creator economy and game economy, where we ask players to like where we focus on players, we empower them, and we track if they are reinvesting into the game economy, meaning we do a good job. We call it like even a return on the reward span. If you're familiar, it's also a metric that's being more and more used by games like Pixels, for example. They are tracking their different cohort of players and
Yeah.
how much they are reinvesting into the game economy. And I think it makes sense for the industry to move that way, and Sandbox and Pixels to lead the way through that.
Yep, that sounds right. And that is the most important, guys. So jump in right now and you can start actually from Alpha Season 5, right? It's not too late at all. I mean, Miccolo also started from Alpha Season 2, and look at him now. And we still have
Yeah,
a lot of other alphas coming this year,
yeah.
right? What do you think, Miccolo? Yeah, can you give your take on that?
Yeah, actually, that's what Seb said earlier. That's what I did when I started collecting NFTs inside the Sandbox. When I play started playing the Sandbox in season 2. I just play it for free. And until now, we can play the Sandbox season 5, and
Mm,
we get free sand tokens
yeah,
by just finishing all the quests, right?
yeah,
Then accumulate all those sand, and maybe one day you'll get your own avatars or even land by
yeah,
just playing for free.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I like about the Sandbox as well.
yeah.
You just will everyone has an opportunity to play, experience the game as well, learn how to build inside the Sandbox. That's one way also on how to
Mm.
earn inside the Sandbox.
Yeah, well, that sounds great. Wow, started from zero, we follow. So there you go, guys.
Yeah,
So if you haven't
let's
started on the
go.
sandbox, it's a great time for you to start now. So on and off
Yeah,
season, but this
agree.
season for sure, right, Miccolo? Awesome. All right. So going back to Alpha Season 5, right? Because we have a lot of things to unpack. My question here is for Sebastian. What is the goal of the sandbox in holding this Season 5? Between Season 4 and Season 5, there is only a short gap. Unlike previous seasons, what is the aim of this season? Is there any specific aim that you are aiming for, Sebastian?
The main aim is always to bring back players and to grow the audience, creating a form of habit of like, let's go in the metaverse, let's socialize, let's play together, let's understand what's really like the metaverse and Web3 in general, what does it bring, and to build a long to grow this San fam, or like this community of players and creators
Mm,
who are participating. So
mm,
by having more regularity as well into like our um uh, about like how we are doing it, I think like the audience of the metaverse will grow, and I hope that we will see from there even more active users and even more creators, because when there is not a season, there is a builder challenge that encourage
yes.
people to create, and we
Mm,
take the best experiences made at that time to include them into the season afterward. There's also game jams all along the year, like
yeah.
some are brand related, some are related to some top cities. We did Paris, New York,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and I'm sure like we could suggest here the community should suggest why not
Mhm.
Manila or um, another
Jakarta.
city. Yeah, like you should. I remember
Yeah.
one of the first was indeed to there was a Vox Edit contest with
Yeah.
Filipino culture at the beginning when we
Yeah.
kickstart the local community. But let's
Yeah.
see, like a proper game jam with creating a city, Jakarta would be interesting indeed. Yeah.
Yes. This is a shout out to all builders in Jakarta. Guys, come on. Let's create one, right? All right. So Sebastian, also there's another question. How can the sandbox team ensure that the game's balance between difficulty and enjoyment is maintained throughout the gameplay experience, while also keeping the player engaged and invested in the story and characters? Yeah.
Well, it's basically the you need to create like all the experience that people are playing. You know, they are not just like you arrive and there is nothing, uh, um, nothing else happening, and like it's just like a social hub without quest. There's a lot of narrative storytelling that makes you learn about like the different brand, like talk to different characters. Even if you play the Dino Preserve, like you go and you talk to these characters that guide you through, that tells you a bit your mission and so on. So we bring storytelling, we bring narrative design, and all those quests as ways to engage participation and hook people into like stories that are well, hopefully fun, memorable, and make them like want to actually participate.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe Piccolo, you have any other questions from the Tagalog community? I cannot
Yeah,
read
yeah,
it.
yeah. Let's pick one.
Sorry. Okay, let's go.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an interesting one. Okay.
Mhm.
How do you choose the theme for the seasons in
Mm.
the alpha season?
Okay.
Do you have um any theme ready for season 6? Since we have a short time for season 5, do you already plan to share what's the theme for next season, and how do you come up with themes? Do you meet as a team and share ideas, or just IPs and brands come along with the Sandbox team?
Ooh, great question. There you go, Sebastian.
Well, the selection of IPs and brands, there is a mixture of like, um, well, like it takes some time to convince some of the big brands to join by Sandbox, and like because they need to see how we're doing it, how we're like very careful and respectful of like the story of the brand and all the quality of the brand, the work, the characters, and so on. So sometimes some brands take us over a year to convince and
Mm,
joining. Sometimes like it's much faster, in a matter of months we're able to onboard them. And so when we pack season, it's not like we until the last minute we still have all those conversations. Thanks, and we're working with our account manager and the people on the brand side on each of those brands to revise and see when is the best timing as well to include them into a season. How also does it support like their own calendar, their own constraints in terms of marketing, of announcement, what they have into their own pipeline, and so on. And we compose with that, I guess. Like, so every season is a
mm,
composition where like, okay, so we make a decision like this is the time frame, the window of time where we will be including you. We want ideally to make you one of the top brands, so let's synchronize all the marketing effort preparing weeks of not months ahead. You see all that
mm,
amount of content, communication, visuals.
yeah.
Every day there is something that's like takes weeks to prepare for our marketing team and with liaison with the brand to make sure like they also like will support, promote, and so on. And
Mm,
at the end result is like everything appears like well polished, and you feel it's so smooth. And there's
mm,
been a lot of work behind the scenes to make this happen, and we're happy to hear like people are enjoying this and even
yeah.
curious like what came into like the making of it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, kudos to the Sandbox team. Everyone.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
yo.
I love working with the Sandbox team. They're all so great,
Yes,
Yeah.
especially
indeed.
the Southeast Asia team, because I only work with the Southeast Asia team. So well done, everyone. Well done.
Oh, well,
Let's go,
good
Team
good
C.
point. There's also always coordination. You're right.
Yeah.
Like we have between global and the different region as well to work closely with communities like today with GG and Miccolo to onboard our different regional ambassadors and like localize the
Yes.
marketing as well. So thanks for the
Yeah.
reminder. Big kudos to everyone involved. They're
Woohoo!
doing a great job, and we are glad to hear today the community enjoy and appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you so much for trusting
Yeah,
YGG as well. Miccolo, let's go.
thank you as well. Let's go.
Let's
Power.
go. Power.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk more about the gameplay, shall we? Someone asked here if Miccolo and Sebastian, you can share your thoughts a little. Someone said here, Caleb Agnew, will alpha seasons continue to come out as fast as season 5 did? I think Sebastian also already answered that. I was so shocked and so happy with quick turnaround from season 4 to season 5. Also, what is everyone's favorite dinosaur NFT for this season? Let's go. Sebastian, you can go first.
All right. So, well, the
Yeah.
T-Rex obviously is my favorite, no doubt about it. That's the one I bought. So, if you follow me on Twitter from time to
Yeah,
time, you
okay.
get
The
some
T-Rex.
hints and insights. Like I suggest what to mint. Like that one, the legendary T-Rex dinosaur is the one I got. Um, yeah, and it's been fantastic. Like I could see a mini T-Rex, and then I grew him into an adult T-Rex and share some shot as well on social media as I was playing.
Yeah, for me, I love the T-Rex as well, but I don't have the NFT yet.
Ah,
I just play it inside the experience, and I just evolve it. Hopefully soon I can buy that.
hopefully, it's coming
But
soon. Yeah,
yeah, but it's pretty interesting. It's not just about playing the Jurassic World experience. You also learn. That's what I love about playing the experiences. You learn more about the experiences as well of the history of especially the Jurassic World, right? If you love dinosaurs, you're pretty gonna love it. And if you're just starting to learn about dinosaurs, you'll definitely learn by just playing it.
absolutely. You don't need to be like an aficionados or like very
Yeah.
versed with the IP or with what are like dinosaurs as reptiles, how they grow up to learn a few interesting things as well into the experience. So there is a small light educational touches as well. No violence, no blood, nobody gets
Mhm.
eaten by dinosaur. This was very important. Very respectful. You don't climb on the back of dinosaurs as well.
Yep.
We the IP was strict on this, and this is what we
Yeah,
implemented. And it ends
yeah,
with a very enjoyable experience that's aligned with the movie. So we're happy about that.
yeah. Awesome. That's a great reference. Sorry guys, I was breaking up a little back there. But yeah, going back to regarding Alpha Season 5, right? Someone asked this for Seth. Are there any new environmental elements in Season 5 specifically designed to interact with the character's transformation abilities? Hmm.
Mm, good question. I think there might be some surprise coming indeed with like character transformation abilities. This is also an important feature that we work and we showcase a few times already. And this mechanic will remain. It's an important part of and it showed some success. So let's let me double check on that one. I don't want to say no bad surprise. No, no,
Okay.
yeah, nothing inaccurate, I would say, about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. All right, cool. Someone also asked, the release of limited quantity dinosaur egg NFT introduces a new asset class within the sandbox. How do you foresee this impacting the in-game economy and the value of existing assets? Hmm.
Mm, well, I think like the assets hold value because first they are like collectible with certain brands that might appeal to certain category of collector, and they don't dilute necessarily the rest of the value for other holders. And because we always provide utility, not just within this season or within the experience of the IP, but across much more. Like with Miccolo, we've seen, for example, when we introduce new avatars collection, they get utility with specific events as soon as they launch, but they retain value and utility over time. First, as like your look and feel and personalization. So the idea of reputation and identity. But also, like when you own avatars, it unlocks more ethos points in the next seasons over time. So you continue to gain benefit from the NFT you own, and the season 5 doesn't make any exception to that. So because I own a lot of NFTs myself, I'm already level 28 in the season, meaning like I've progressed a lot into the battle pass and I earn a lot of ethos point through the avatars I own, through the eggs I own, through the other collectible and sand token or lands that I own as well. So we always reward people for ownership. It's one of the key principles in the season, and that's why
Yep.
like those NFT retain a lot of value and utility over time.
Yep. Yep. All right. That's something to look out for, everyone. So, great questions from the community. Sebastian, it's been great. I think all the answers from Sebastian already get us more excited for Alpha Season 5. But I think let's go for last question. Miccolo, maybe you have any other questions for Sebastian, please?
Yeah, this one's from the Filipino community as well.
Let's
During the
go.
large events, does your server experience heavy load that causes lag, rollback to previous states, and missions not being counted? Do you plan to increase the numbers of servers?
That's a fair question. I think like there's two parameters here. One is like we noticed like right now the servers are all in the US, and what happens is for some players who are like playing from other region of the world, there is more latency. So typical playable latency that we should have is around 40 milliseconds. Up to 100 milliseconds, it's okay. Everyone can enjoy smooth gameplay. Anything above starts to feel a little bit laggy, but like so at 200 milliseconds to 1 second, and you really see a big impact. And when on the map we have players that are both from US, Europe, and Asia at the same time all together, like the latency tend to increase because like the servers has to communicate. The sandbox is like server authoritative, so the server communicates to all players the information and waits for players' data back to share it back to other players. So it takes a bit more time. We are looking into this indeed, not necessarily more server, but bring servers closer to where most of the players are, so they experience less that latency effect that makes them think like things are a bit slower when there are more players. The information is normally not lost. Like we have a status page where like you can track all the uptime of our servers. Everything is monitored and shared transparently. And if you feel there's something wrong with your progression, sometimes first like leave it takes a few minutes always on the dashboard to reflect. They are not refreshed instantly, so give it a few minutes to hours for the page to reflect your progression as you just finished playing. And if after a day you still feel like my progression was not taken into account, write a ticket and take note of the ticket number. Something start with CSSD and then 5 numbers. 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like this, and we will look into it.
Okay, there you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, again, Sebastian, I think we have come to the end of our AMA session. Once again, thank you so much for joining us for today. It's been great unpacking all the excitement for Alpha Season 5, all the exciting features, and also sharing your favorite NFT from Jurassic World this season. Thank you so much, Seb. We will see you again soon. Miccolo, again, thank you so much. We are so proud of all your growth that you made it so far and you're here. Thank you so much, Kuya. All
Absolutely,
right.
would be a great pleasure. Thank you, and let's see you in season in the hub or any other experiences of season 5. Can't wait to play together.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you so much. So, everyone, I know there are going to be questions regarding the winners for today's AMA. So, the Sandbox Southeast Asia admin will choose 5 best questions from tonight, and we will contact the winners through direct message. All right, guys. So, don't be afraid. We will definitely contact all of the winners. And again, the winners will get 50 cent and also one alpha season. All right.
Wow.
Once again, thank you so much, everyone. Miccolo, you have anything to add, please?
Yeah, just play the Alpha Season 5, guys. Let's go and see you in the hub. Let's enjoy this experience and let's kill it. Let's
Let's go.
go.
Let's
Thank
go
you
and
so much,
let's
guys.
prove
Thank you,
like
Seb.
the community in SEA is strong, and we have a lot of players in here.
For
Cheers! See you
sure.
all in the metaverse. Bye
Thank you
all. Bye
so
bye.
much. Bye,
Take
everyone. Good
care.
night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
GG's.